Hello, this is Aurora March from Little Drop, and I'm here with a drawing kind of tutorial, just walkthrough of one of my latest drawings, which is called Sailors. And I wanted to kind of show you guys what I go through when I'm drawing, just to give you guys kind of an idea, and have some art on my actual art channel. So here I am drawing Lieutenant, which is one of my characters. There's two of them here. The other one's Captain, and this one's Lieutenant. And I do have some comics on my DeviantArt page. I think I'll post a few of them up on my Google Plus page or Tumblr or something so you guys can see them. And I'm just right now drawing his face. And these are, of course, not the most detailed faces. They are kind of chibis of sorts. But they are kind of how I draw my characters regularly in the comics. And I'm just getting an eye in there. He's the more moody one. So I have a lot of these comics, not too many, it's just a bit of them. And I had to kind of adjust the form of how I laid them out. So the layout was changed a bunch of how to kind of set up how to make the comic look, because I've never really had any good comics up there. And it's not really like a story or anything, it's kind of just like random stories or random situations, kind of like a sitcom, I guess. So it doesn't really follow a story, but it has like kind of elements that follow with it. And I'm going to be adding a new character soon that will be in there later on. And since it's going to be Halloween soon, I thought I'd do a Halloween special. So keep an eye out for that. Now I'm just getting in his uniform. I tried to get the most convenient uniform, so that it was easy to draw and repeat continually. So I did like something that covers the entire neck, that covers the arms, the legs. I did add little higher boots because those are fun to draw and I just love them. And there are the shoulders. It's kind of weird doing miniature character anatomy because it's not as defined as just regular anatomy. It's kind of more flexible than what you normally see. So this is kind of just, it's easier, but it's also more fun to look at. So I do like drawing just regular old people. And I say that like it's boring. No, it's really fun, and it's not easy by any means, but it's, people are like the only thing I can draw. I can't draw like real people in like from looking at them, so people are all coming to me like, oh, can you draw me, and I'm like, no, I can't, I'm so sorry, I can't. I've tried, but it's hard. I've been trying on like actors and stuff and try to get their faces first, and then maybe I'll be able to do other people later on, maybe. Oh, this arm gave me hell. But yeah. So I tried to get differences in their heights because I love the type of characters and how it kind of does it. I think I raised him up a little bit because he looks kind of kid height here. He's not that short. He's kind of short though. And he is an alien, so you guys can kind of see the relationship in this. We have a captain, a human captain, and you have an alien lieutenant, or a kind of a sidekick, so you can see where that's from. And it's not really meant to be kind of like a spoof from it. It's kind of like, not to be a branch either, but it's just a little kind of based from it. I don't know, it's not making fun of it, so it's not a spoof or anything like that. And there's the captain's lovely face. And here I'm getting the pants. These pants are always fun to draw because they're kind of bunched up into boots. And I say this like it's like some big technical thing, or it's like, oh, now I'm doing this and this. But no, it's really simple to do these. They're very simple designs. But I tried to do that deliberately so it could be easier to make the comic for them. So there we go. And so I don't know if you guys have any plans for this Halloween, but I'm pretty empty for it too. I don't have anything big going on, so hopefully I'll get more comics and drawings out there for the holiday. Hopefully. And I'm just putting the other boot in, and hopefully we'll be working on his hair. Yeah, there we go. Because his hair is the most fun thing to do. It's very curly, and I don't do many curly hair people often. So it's just big bunches of hair, and it's really fun to just look at and draw. There we go. That was kind of messy. And I would be drawing more comics as of this moment, but the computer's been going really slow, so it won't even like pull up the internet or anything like that. I have way too much stuff on here. Gotta clean some of that out. But for the time being, I'm just gonna do some voiceovers for this, which isn't entirely bad. I much enjoy it. And this is my first one. I will post the speed paint on here, or I already have, but I'll put hopefully 2 videos up for each drawing, because one will be a speed paint, which kind of just runs through it, and one will be one like this, just kind of walking through it. And I'm sure I'll do some tutorials at some point, but this is just very simple drawings for this. And I did some editing to it later on, so it's not going to look exactly how it looks when I finish it on here. I did add some effects, and this is the cover for the comic, actually. So it actually has more effects, and it has a title on it, so it won't look like this. It'll look a little bit more detailed and textured. I found this cool editing site that allows you to add kind of like textures and words, and that's how I do all my editing. And it gives it a more a feelable kind of. It's more touchable, it's more approachable, so it looks softer, and it's not just as glossy as it normally would. And I don't mind the glossy part in some aspects, in some pictures, but it's not good in all of them. And especially in the comics, it adds kind of a more approachable feel to it, like I said. And here I think we're going to color in the captain, hopefully. Up there in the mixer box you can see all the palettes. I really like how their palettes turned out. He's very just, very American, very upfront and a bold type of captain. But he's also kind of devil-may-care, so that's not always helpful when you're a captain. But it does kind of take a more playful Ahab approach to it, where he's very destined to go where he plans on going. He's very attached to it, but he's not like harmful in any way. No, he's not intentionally harmful. Sorry if I sound awful, I just have a horrible cough. It's like early in the morning, so I'm not exactly on my best health right now. I'm very awake. Believe me, I'm awake. But it does take a while to color, just to kind of get the outlines, and then I figured out I can just fill it in and then kind of color in around the edges like I'm doing here, and it helps speed the process along. This one was a few weeks back I drew it. It's not too long ago, but I have drawn a lot of comics since then, so I've probably updated their designs a little bit, might have tweaked them, might have worked on them a bit. But I noticed something in my older chibis and my newer designs of these guys. They are taller. They look more like people. Like they have more of an anatomically correct stature, kind of, that the older chibis didn't. And I think I was kind of going for a cuter approach with the chibis, but I like how these guys look because they look more human to me than just as some little cute blob with arms. It looks much more nicer if I have it like this. So here they are, and I'm trying to get his suit, I'm pretty sure. I think that's an older palette. I think I've changed it up since now, but it's about the same. We have Lieutenant Gray, who is a gray alien. I know, I'm so original. And we have the captain, who is, just a big... I was gonna make him blonde, but I thought that was a bit too cliched. And I wanted them to kind of be polar opposites, so I made him have a black suit and have a kind of white grayish suit, and have the captain have white hair and the lieutenant have black. So I liked the white hair. It looked a bit more futuristic and a bit more believable in how it would in the future, and kind of for his personality. So it's kind of a nice surprise to see that he has white hair, and it's kind of flattering looking. Not flattering. Well, it kind of suits him. And there we are, getting used to it, making no mistakes. One of these days I'll be able to do a live one like this, so I'll just be able to talk while I'm drawing. This is obviously a voiceover, but hopefully one of these days I can just go ahead and talk while I'm drawing. But until the computer speeds up a bit, it's not going to happen. But hopefully one of these days I will. And I haven't done many of these, so if I just like stop talking at some points, it's because I really don't know what to say. I'm bad at talking anyway. So hopefully these will help me with that a bit. If I do enough, maybe I'll learn to talk a bit better. And here we are, just finishing filling in the suit. I'll be able to put the fill bucket in in a second. There we are. Just fill in some of those nasty outline holes. There we go. And I have this metal on their side that kind of, I was gonna put it on just the captain to show his, that he's captain. But, I thought it worked for like kind of all of them, so it was just like a show that they're part of what is like the major company kind of that holds all these ships, and I called it the Alliance. Yeah, so it's not quite the Federation, but it's similar. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, this is an original idea, I thought of it all myself, and no, it's definitely off of Star Trek, but it's not meant to copy it or anything like that. So, because I really do love Star Trek, it's one of my favorite shows. The original season, the original series, I have not seen the Next Generation. So some of it, I do like Patrick Stewart, but I am a big fan of Nimoy and Shatner themselves. And it's just a lot more funnier to watch. Just the 60s effects, and also the stories are pretty great, and I do like their relationship and how it plays out. And some of the themes in it are really good, I think. In some of the episodes, not all of them, that's for sure, but some of them are pretty good. I do like them. What was it called? The Doomsday Machine, I think? I think that one's one of my favorites, where they take kind of a Moby Dick kind of approach to it, with that giant ass machine. I can't remember what the episode was called. I think it was Doomsday Machine. It was like a planet eater. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, so there's his white, lovely hair. I love how when you first see it, it looks definitely white, but as it kind of like goes over the entire thing, it kind of has a bit of a yellowish tone. So I didn't want to make it entirely white. I wanted to see it like kind of cream-ish color, so it would look a tiny bit more natural. I know this doesn't look natural at all, but it's like you don't really question it. It looks natural enough to the point where you're not asking, well, why is it white? Is there a story with that? Because there really isn't. It's just white, futuristic hair. And I like how they're looking at each other like that. You have the disgruntled look of a lieutenant. He's just like, I'm so sick of this. Why am I still here? I love it. And we have the captain. And I tried to make a decently coherent color palette, because some of what I've tried didn't quite go together, and I tried to figure out what like the main people's suits would be, what the crewmen's suits would be, what their colors would be. So it's like everyone has kind of similar things, and I thought I would make them all kind of blue shirts. Because blue, I've noticed, is the most flexible color. It works well with almost anything, as much as black and white. And it's easy on the eyes, too. I tried a bunch of other colors, like orange and green, but blue is kind of the easiest and most likable color I figured out. And they were just figuring out that pants. I kind of course, based the outfits off of theirs, Star Trek ones, kind of. But I did always like the boots. For some reason, I always liked them. So I just have those in there. And now we're going to color in the lieutenant. The lieutenant's one of my favorite characters. I don't know why. He kind of reminds me of myself, because he's just so unhappy and he's more angrier than any alien you kind of see in movies or TV. Normally they're like emotionless and they try to hide everything. Well, he kind of tries to hide it, I guess, but mainly happiness because he's always angry. He's always not sad. He's just kind of pissed at the captain all the time. So I kind of find him a likable character for that. And he was just coloring his face. I did name him Lieutenant Drac Gray. So I kind of spun on that whole Gray's alien thing. Because I didn't want to make him like green or anything, but I did want him like a stereotypical alien. And we just covered all that. I still don't know why I chose curly hair. It's like all fluffy, just out there. And I kind of want to do kind of a militant kind of hairstyle for him. But I kind of already done that for the captain, and I was like, well, giving the captain like this big fro wouldn't look professional enough. And he kind of has this professional air about him that the lieutenant doesn't, even though the lieutenant's more professional than he is. But that's kind of what I was going for, I guess. Just to kind of switch that around. And the eyes right there. Sorry again if I sound horrible. It's early in the morning, so. And by this time my computer was slowing down just a bit, so. Yeah, right now it still won't load. I got the update and it still won't go fast enough to where I can record something and make it look nice. It's very laggy. So if anyone has any answers to that, I'd love to hear it because I have no idea. And right there you can see on like his chest and on the captain's chest too is this metal kind of thing. And I was gonna originally give that to just the captain, but I wanted to kind of find this like unifying kind of metal for all of them to be like, oh, this is what they're part of. And I called that the Alliance. I can't remember if I said that or not. It's really early, like I said. But that's what that is. And I wanted to kind of show that the captain has more professional power, but also not. To kind of be like, okay, he has this power, but it doesn't mean he's good at having that power, so. And I have uploaded a few in the past few days, so you guys can definitely check that out. I'll put the link to it. I've been trying to set it up on Tumblr, because I've seen several comics that are set up like a webcomic page, because it has like a next, a first, and a previous kind of buttons. But I can't seem to find those. I'll probably look it up and see how I can do that, but I'm not entirely sure. So it is definitely on my DeviantArt page, and I only have like maybe 4 or 5 of them on there because I took away the badly formatted ones and kind of started with the other ones on the Tumblr page. The ones that are set like the sideways 3-panel ones on my Tumblr page. So there's only like maybe 4 of those. But I will of course have more. And there's the, I don't want to say badly formatted, but it's pretty bad. But you can find all of those on the DeviantArt page, which I'm going to set the link for. And here we have the lieutenant's uniform. It is very much gray. I tried to go with that same gray theme. I didn't want him to look entirely boring or anything, but I wanted him to look like, oh, I'm just an average Joe alien. And I kind of didn't want him to stick out like, oh yeah, this is the captain, this is the alien of the story. I didn't want that. I want him as another character. So I tried to make him kind of blend in with everything, quite literally, but just to kind of fit in with society almost. Because that's what he's trying to do. He just doesn't want to stick out or anything. But he's not doing a great job at it when he's being angry all the time. But hey, why not? And there's those lovely boots again. They're so much fun to draw. And don't know have much to say since I only have so many comics on them. I have so many more in like my sketchbooks and stuff, but there's only like a few I really want to draw on here, and I need a lot more ideas for them. I'm in the middle of working on one, but I'm gladly doing this first. And I'm willing to take any suggestions to anything. I don't have too many followers as of the moment. I have a few on DeviantArt, a good few. And this isn't bragging or anything, because I definitely have nothing to brag about. But you guys can definitely just swing on by and check it out. I also have an 8-track, so if you wanted to listen to some of the music I like. It's a bit slower stuff, but I don't know, it's good music. And here we're getting to the lieutenant's fluffy hair. It is ridiculous, but it is so much fun to draw. He's just so much shorter. I think I raised his height a little bit to make him look not like entirely too short, like a kid height. Did not want that. I wanted him to just have that slight difference in height from the captain, because that's what makes him interesting. And the captain is just so smug over there. I really like how his character turned out. He's smug and naive, and the only thing he's good at is at being a captain, but that's at best. So he doesn't really care to be the best captain, because it's boring, of course. So he just goes on his merry way. But I think it's all in good fun. Oh god, my voice sounds horrible, and the audio is not going to be perfect, I promise you. Sorry about the bad quality of it. This is like my first voiceover, like 20-minute video. So if you guys really don't want to hear my voice, I will make a speed paint of this, like I said. So you guys can just go through all that. But this, I mean, it's fun to hear a bit of commentary from now and then. But if my voice is really bad, I will, I'll probably voice over at a different time, or I'll be sure to get better audio later on. This is just like the best I can do right now, and it's on a big computer, so the audio is a bit not well received. So thank you all for watching. This is of course not the end of it, but I do have some more pictures, and here's one right there, and I'm probably sifting through them right now. Yes, you can probably see them. But it's kind of just like little clips because the video was not working. And here is the final project, or picture, sorry. There's the final picture. So, I hope you guys enjoyed listening, and I will see you next time. Bye!